Next up is the mayor's report.
Yes, good evening, council, residents that are watching this. My report really is going to be just a focus on what the city's efforts are as it relates to the COVID-19 crisis that's hitting our community. I've been in contact with council for the past 2 weeks. We've been dealing with the directives that have come from the state level, having them adapted to our businesses, to our operations here. It changes every single day. I want to thank all my department heads, all the employees here, because it's been very challenging to keep operations going, trying to limit the amount of exposure that is presented potentially within our doors here. We have 180 plus full-time employees along with 100 plus part-timers. And so we have become as proactive as we can in preventing the spread of this virus both within our community and within our employee base here at the city. Some things that we've done, I've put out, some of this may be duplicative of some of the communications I've sent out, but we've closed all our public buildings to the public, and that was done beginning of this week, end of last week. We've closed the fitness center. That was a directive. We actually closed that prior to the directive from Governor DeWine. We've also closed our senior center. That was done really the first day this really started to grow in the state of Ohio. As of Monday, our golf course is going to be closed for at least a 2-week period. And one thing that we implemented in the last 24 hours is we've done a mandated quarantine of all of our city employees. So this is a 14-day period that's recommended by the CDC in an effort to minimize contact with employees and allow those that potentially are infected to show symptoms outside of interacting with other employees here at the city. In doing that, we've scaled back our operations to just our essential operations. For example, our fitness center has no employees reporting there. Our community center and senior center, where Parks and Rec or House, has no employees pointing there. We have no assigned employees to our building department, to our engineering department. We have department heads that may be floating in and out based on needs of their department. We have essential staff here. I'll be here, law director. Our finance director will be here. And so we have, of course, our police department and our fire department still at full operations. I want to commend them for the work that they're doing, because this is a 24-hour operation that really impacts the safety and welfare of our community. Our wastewater treatment plant, all those guys are reporting. We have to make sure that plant stays operational 24 hours a day. And it's going to be a challenging 2 weeks, but I think this has been done in the best interest of both the community as a whole and our employee base. We want to keep people as healthy as possible. We've started taking the temperature of all our employees. That's going to start probably tomorrow as they enter in and out. I know that was suggested by the governor yesterday. We have acquired enough thermometers to do that, so that will be going on. We're going to be doing everything that we possibly can to assist the employees during this time. So the federal bill that came out last night, we've actually worked with our employees, and we've created an 80-hour sick bank for our employees to accommodate this quarantine period. And we've made it fair to all employees. We're going to be working through tomorrow a way to be compliant with the triggering of how we treat our part-time employees under this federal bill. So we're going to be working through that tomorrow. Hopefully department heads are able to notify their part-time employees of that. But again, this is just kind of a moving target that continues to change on a daily basis. Hopefully we're doing everything we can to be as proactive as possible, and just limit the amount of I guess infected people that may end up at our city. I know it's going to continue to grow. We've seen every 3 days the numbers have seemed to double in the state of Ohio. I know from yesterday to today we had 32 or 33 more cases reported. There's a lot of tests I think that are still out. I'm having communications with Summit County, other mayors. We're getting information from federal representatives, and so we're doing everything we can to stay on top of it and get information out as quickly as possible. But I just want to let the residents know that thank you for all your patience and consideration through all of this. I know it's challenging for everyone to be home, but please try to limit your interaction with other people during this time. As we can see this continue to grow, I think we're going to see more directives come from the governor, so we're kind of waiting on a day-by-day basis with that. But we'll stay on top of it. If there's other things that we need to implement here, we will work at doing that in an effort just to really try to safeguard our community and our employees as much as possible. So I want to thank council, department heads, all employees again for all the work that they've done. It's been a long couple of weeks, but 2 weeks from now seems like an eternity with the work we're putting in and the things that are happening. But we'll all get through it, and I know that city will probably end up stronger and better as a result of it. So thank you for everything.